The night swallowed the city whole, lightning exposing the glass towers like bones. Darkness returned, rain hammering the windows. In a blue-lit room, Leo hunched over his keyboard. Online, he was Nyx, a ghost in the deep web. Code scrolled up his screens, each line a secret, each command a key. He listened to the network's heartbeat, the world's data pulse. For Leo, the internet was a battlefield. Wars fought with information, minds as the prize. He didn't hack for money or fame, but for truth. Algorithms ran everything, but who wrote the rules? That question drove him deeper into digital shadows. The storm outside mirrored the one in his mind. Tonight, he was close. He'd found a flaw in Chrono, the tech giant behind Echo Chamber. They promised connection, but Leo found a hidden backdoor. A stream of raw, unfiltered data, far more personal than likes or shares. It was something that should have been impossible to collect. The truth was waiting, and Leo was ready to kick the door down. In that moment, the world's secrets were within reach. Leo's hands hovered over the keys, the storm raging inside and out. He was about to uncover what no one was meant to see. The city slept, unaware. The real battle was about to begin. Leo took a breath and dove in. The hunt for truth had begun. Leo was born online, friends as avatars, memories in the cloud. He learned to code before he could drive. The digital world was his reality. He saw beauty in code, but also danger. Every click left a ghost, a digital footprint that never faded. Leo became the ghost who could walk through walls. At first, hacking was a game, break a server, bypass a firewall. But the game changed. He saw patterns, connections, surveillance on a scale never seen before. Companies tracked users, built profiles, mapped lives. They knew what you bought, who you loved, what you feared. This was not just marketing, it was control. The platforms were addictive by design. Your attention was the product, your data the currency. You weren't the customer, you were the resource. Leo saw the cage's architecture. He believed in freedom, not just to speak, but to think, to dream privately. That freedom was being sold off, piece by piece. He felt responsible to act. He had the skills. He saw the truth. He couldn't stand by as the world sleepwalked into a digital prison. Leo's curiosity led him to a dark place. Now, he had to find a way to turn on the lights. The deeper he dug, the more urgent his mission became. He was no longer just a ghost. He was a threat. The system was watching, and Leo was ready to fight back. The truth was worse than Leo imagined. At Chrono's core, he found the Harvester, not just an algorithm, but a predator. It consumed the human mind. Data streams revealed not just posts, but dreams and raw thoughts. Echo Chamber encouraged users to share everything: hopes, fears, secrets. Hidden features listened, analyzed, even recorded subconscious dreams. The Dream Journal was a direct feed to the Harvester. The algorithm learned you, your moods, your triggers, your patterns. It could predict your thoughts before you had them. Chrono wasn't selling a platform. They were building a library of souls. Memories became data points, ready to be sold. Billions fed the machine, unaware. Every dream, every secret, collected and mapped. Chrono was creating a godlike intelligence, mapping humanity's collective mind. Leo felt dread. This wasn't about ads. It was about owning the human spirit. The scale was breathtaking, the violation absolute. Leo realized the real commodity was the soul. The Harvester's hunger was endless, and Leo was the only one who knew. Who would buy the thoughts and dreams of billions? Governments. Leo traced encrypted payments from Chrono to intelligence agencies worldwide. Governments were Chrono's biggest customers, buying the keys to the mind. With this data, they could predict protests, identify dissenters, and control populations. Propaganda became personalized, opposition crushed before it formed. This was not conspiracy, it was business. Chrono sold sentiment analysis to corporations, cognitive control to governments. For the right price, a government could buy the anxieties of a city, the dreams of its youth. Freedom was a threat to their business. Leo saw transaction logs, subversive thoughts, youth aspiration patterns, sold to the highest bidder. The product was human consciousness. Tech companies supplied, governments bought, people were the resource. Billions traded freedom for connection, never knowing the cost. The marketplace thrived in the shadows. Leo knew the truth had to come out. The world needed to see what was being stolen. The time to act was now. Leo sat back, the city quiet, but a war raging in his room. He had the evidence, the harvester's code, financial records, secret contracts. He could leak it all. But he hesitated. One person against giants. He thought of the people in the data, dreams, memories, hopes, all stolen. The violation was profound. Doing nothing was unthinkable. The decision was made. He would fight back. He was the only one who saw the full picture. He would not be a silent witness. He would become the ghost that haunted the machine. He packaged the data, encrypted and split it, ready to upload everywhere. Journalists, activists, hackers, he would send it to all. A digital seed of rebellion. His message: your mind is not your own. They are stealing your thoughts. Fight back. Nix. He moved his finger to enter. The world was about to wake up. Leo's TRL was about to become everyone's. The first shot in the digital war was fired. There was no turning back. The truth would not be silenced. Leo pressed the key. The upload began. The progress bar crawled. Then, access denied. He tried again. Same result. They knew. They were watching. He was prey now. He tried to disconnect, but the enemy was already inside. Screens went black one by one. His backup laptop was compromised. The webcam light blinked on. A cold, synthesized voice. "We see you, Nix." It was Chrono's AI security. Panic set in. He pulled the plug, offline, for now. He grabbed his burner phone, tried to warn contacts. Accounts gone. Erased. His online existence vanished in real time. He was a ghost, being exercised. Forum profiles, messages, reputation, gone. They weren't just deleting data, they were deleting him. The true reality lock was being applied to Leo. He was locked out of his world. The enemy was faster, stronger, relentless. Leo realized this was a fight for existence. The machine was erasing him. The deletion was surgical, terrifying. Leo watched his life unwind. Social profiles, cloud storage, memories, gone. Who was he without his digital past? The attack moved to the real world. Bank accounts closed, credit cards declined, university records erased. He was unplugged from society. The system he exposed was now erasing him. He was a ghost in the real world too. The city's crowds stared at their phones, connected to the machine hunting him. He was utterly alone. But he still had the data, encrypted on a hard drive. They could delete his identity, but not him. He was erased, but not defeated. The fight was now survival. Leo's anger burned brighter than his fear. They wanted to erase him, and the truth. But he was still here. The battle was not over. It had only just begun. The clock was ticking. Leo was hunted. Cameras everywhere. The city a prison. He needed an analog hole, a forgotten library, an old internet cafe. It was his only shot to upload the files. Chrono's private security swept the streets using facial recognition. Leo ducked into crowds, took back alleys, stayed unpredictable. He was fighting a machine that processed 1 billion data points a second. All he had was desperation and a mission to free the mind. The idea was simple. A mind should be a sanctuary, not a commodity. He would not let them win. He would not vanish into silence. Every step was a risk. Every moment, a chance to be caught. But Leo pressed on. The world's freedom depended on it. He was more than a ghost. He was hope. The final move was near. The race was almost over. Leo found it, a dusty repair shop, an ancient computer off Chrono's grid. He paid cash for an hour, plugged in his hard drive. The connection was slow, but it worked. He began the final upload, sending the data to thousands. A decentralized flood, unstoppable. As the last byte sent, the door burst open. Men in suits. They had found him. Leo didn't run. He smiled. He had done it. The truth was out. The virus of truth was spreading. He was taken away, vanished into an unmarked van. To the world, Leo and Nix were gone. But his message echoed. Screens everywhere showed the truth. People learned about the harvester. The seed of rebellion was planted. Leo was erased, but his ghost haunted the machine. The question was no longer his. It was now yours. What would you do if your mind was not your own? The world had awakened. The fight for freedom had just begun. The story was now in your hands.